So Nerdapalooza, day 2. Slept through open mic in the first couple of sets. Sorry to everyone on open mic that I heard just rocked it. Especially to Jerry, because the professor, I'm just so sad. I missed that. And I missed Condor Crew and Rappy McRapperson and MC Rection and just, I did catch Mega Ran and K Murdoch, and they were awesome. Splash Woman is still like my all-time favorite song. I heard Shinobi Ninja kicked some ass. I heard they were pretty good. Later on I googled them and found out more about them, more of their songs, and I'm sad that I missed it because they are pretty good. Like I like their stuff. I like what I've heard. Did catch them later on that night, I think, when I was wandering the hotel. Obviously under some kind of intoxication. And somehow, I think they said, hey, do you want to come to a party? And I was like, alright, my cup's half empty, and wandered into their room. I think I started talking for a couple minutes, and then I realized I knew they were Shinobi Ninja, but they didn't really know who I was, and upon asking, I just got out of there and thought, ha, they'll never see this fool again. And I just made a complete ass of myself. They're never gonna see. Saw them by the pool later that night and they recognized me. So Shinobi Ninja, blah blah blah. After the break, the boss fights came on, and I know last year I went crazy over the boss fights because last year the first time I've heard them in live, and it was just so amazing because you have Zealous One and Dr. Awkward and all the freaking bandmates, you know, Kevo, Jay Bishop, the Juggernaut. I mean, come on, it's the perfect band. They can drink and I can drink, so obviously it's like a perfect connection or something equally as weird. But their performance was awesome because at the beginning of their set, it was a portal theme. You know, portal where you come out one side and it goes immediately out the other when you do the little puzzle thingy. One set of boss fights entered the portal and took their spots, and then after exiting the other side, immediately the real boss fights came in through the portal, you know, so it was like portal, like how it's supposed to be, like going out that way, like going out that way and coming in this way. Flawlessly executed, brah. Flawless. Brah. Boss fights, I mean, there's something about the stage performance, and if you go check out the video, I don't know, YouTube boss fights Nerdapalooza, there's this one guy who recorded, or this one group that recorded some of the performance. There's two parts of their performance that really stand out. It's Dr. Awkward and his stage energy, which is like freaking fantastic, and just, he's crazy on stage, but he needs that. That's perfect for what the band is. And I think some other bands happened after that, and then I came back in time to catch Dual Core, because in 80 is one of my favorites. In 80 is a baller. He just rocks. Rapping along, natural 20s, all the time. Proto Man Act 2 came up, Cuckoo Kangaroo came up, and I Fight Dragons, and they all, of course, kicked ass. Talent abounded this Nerdapalooza, and I just can't wait for next Nerdapalooza. It's gonna be awesome. So following all the performances on day 2 was more drunkenness. Go figure, right? Like nerds, alcohol. Speaking of party, there was an epic pool party that happened that night, and that's, again, where I was drunk and running around and stuff. I think I tried to force several people to join me in drunkenness. You know who you are. That went on for quite a while. I remember they were actually rapping out by the pool. They told us to move inside. They didn't tell us to, you know, get the hell out of the hotel. They didn't tell us cops are on their way. They didn't tell us get into your rooms, be quiet. So apparently they had like dragged a piano inside, like towards the outside of the doors of the convention, but in that little area, you know what I'm talking about if you were there. And so Rental Floss was there and he was playing piano, you know, rocking out. We were doing sing-alongs. And DJ Roborob got his equipment, and there was some kind of a weird drum set. I don't know who brought that, but good thinking. And that lasted into the early hours of the morning. I just remember holding Darth Cup and a bottle of some kind of liquor. I don't know, things get crazy at Nerdapalooza. If you have not been to Nerdapalooza, you have to go. If you like crazy, you have to go. If you like alcohol, nerdy stuff, hot girls, because they're okay, that actually brings up another point. Some of the things I found interesting about this Nerdapalooza, the 2 different rooms, instead of having 2 stages in the same room, they had 2 different rooms, and that went smooth. Like, this Nerdapalooza went pretty darn smooth, and I think a lot of it was the 2 rooms and the host kept things on track. Girls, like, I think there were a lot more attractive girls this Nerdapalooza than I've ever seen at the other 2 Nerdapaloozas I've been to, because it is chic to be geek, and you need to get out there because you'll meet some rich, awesome computer dude or something. I don't know. The next Bill Gates, except hotter. Maybe richer. So, wrapping up Nerdapalooza again, NOS energy drink, NOS. Their shit was, I guess they sponsored the big stage in the big room. Their shit was everywhere. They had the gaming center sponsored. They had like all these signs and stuff. I'd never had tried NOS energy drink before, but did I try it that weekend? Yes. You know why? Because of advertisement. Because it was everywhere. It was on my mind, and then all of a sudden someone said something about like orange liquor and NOS energy drink, and I was like, I will try that. And I did, and it was okay. Actually, it was pretty good. Ired's Geek Dad team sponsored the other stage, which actually, I think the other stage had better sound. And I think that's the one thing I had a problem with in the main stage, was the fact that you couldn't really hear what the vocals were going on about. So I also picked up a bit of swag. Got a banging shirt from Adam Warrock. That is so awesome. I love it. Bought a shirt from the Boss Fights, of course. Also, Inverse Phase, Mr. Magfest hooked me up with one of these. Is it backboard? Oh, I think it's supposed to be. I don't know. Only a couple more Long Islands for low tech today. Also, I got a pin. The Scrub Club Records was selling like pins like that big of all their artists, which was actually, that was a really cool idea. Like, they looked really awesome. And I picked up one for Kelsey, my now ex-roommate, sadly. Picked one up for Kelsey. Dr. Awkward signed it because she loves Dr. Awkward. And every Friday, we listen to Next Friday because, you know, getting ready to party next Friday. Even though we're pretty sure we party every day. Low out.